Please activate the subtitles.
I am Roger Collar, and this video is going to be very quick. Today I'm going to teach you how to recognize and therefore memorize irregular verbs in the past, so stay with me.
Okay.
Today we're going to focus on the second column of the verbs. As you know, the verbs are divided into three parts: the base form, the past simple, and the past participle. Today we're going to focus on the past simple. And you're going to see that it's very easy to memorize all the verbs. I've already made a video about this, but this video is going to be more complete.
It's very good, but I don't think it's possible, and I'm very sad because I'm gonna have a test tomorrow about this, and it's a coincidence, right? And I could only memorize 10 of these verbs.
Oh, that's great. So you've memorized 10 of these verbs, right? In the past.
Yeah, but only 10. But look at the size of this list. Look.
Let me see. Yeah, there are many verbs here.
Many verbs. There are more than 200 verbs there. 200, 300, 600 verbs there. It's impossible to memorize 600 verbs in the past.
Yeah, but you've memorized 10, right?
Yes, I've memorized 10 of these verbs, but it took me like 5 days, I was like 5 days studying and trying to memorize everything, reading the list over and over again, and then I managed to memorize 10 verbs. But I have to memorize like 600, 700 verbs there. It's impossible.
Calm down, man. Calm down. You know 10 verbs. So he has memorized 10 of the irregular verbs in the past. So he knows 82% of all the verbs.
Say what?
82% of all the verbs?
Yes, of all the irregular verbs in the past. What are the verbs that you've memorized?
I've memorized the past of sleep, of cut, take, understand, hit, feel, get, grow, and sell, and bleed.
Oh, okay, great. So you know like 82% of all the irregular verbs in the past.
Stop kidding with me, please. I'm really sad. I need to memorize everything because I'm gonna have a test tomorrow.
I know about that, so take it easy. So you know the past of sleep, right?
The past of sleep is slept. Sleep, slept.
Alright, what if I ask you the past of sweep?
The past of what? The past of what?
Sweep.
I don't even know what that means. How am I supposed to know the past of this verb?
Look, you don't need to know what it means to know the past of it. You know the past of sleep, right?
But I don't know the past of sweep.
Have you noticed that sleep and sweep are similar?
Yes, they are similar. Sleep, sweep. The past of sleep is slept.
Yes, and the past of sweep is swept. Sleep, slept, sweep, swept. So you don't even know what sweep is, but you know the past of it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, now take a look at your list. Your list is here. Now, in your list, select the verbs that are similar to sleep.
Wow, it's gonna take me some time. Okay, keep. Keep is similar to sleep.
Okay, the past of sleep is slept. The past of sweep is swept. So what's the past of keep?
The past of keep is kept. Yes, it's kept. So I just have to find similar verbs and their past will be similar too.
Yes, most of the time. There are some exceptions, but we're going to talk about the exceptions in the end of this video, okay? So for example, what's the past of weep?
Weep, but I don't even know what that means. Okay, I don't need to know what that means to know the past, right? Weep, sleep, slept, sweep, swept, keep, kept, weep, wept? Let me check it. Yes, the past of weep is wept. It makes sense.
So you've told me that you know the past of cut, right?
Yes, the past of cut is cut.
Okay, now try to look for verbs in your list that are similar to cut.
Similar to cut? Let me see. Shut. Like shut up, shut. Like cut, shut. Oh, the past of cut is cut, and the past of shut is shut.
And what's the past of put?
I don't know the past of put.
Man, The past of cut is cut. The past of shut is shut. What's the past of put? They're similar.
Oh, the past of put is put. Because they're similar. UT in the end, right?
Yes. Yes. And we can go on like that forever because I'm going to tell you a verb that you know. And if you find similar verbs to that one that you know the past of these verbs, even if you don't know what they mean. So I'm going to prove it to you again. You've told me that you know the past of grow, right? What's the past of grow?
The past of grow is grew.
Okay, so if you look for verbs that are similar to grow, for example, blow, throw, know, these verbs will have similar past. For example, the past of grow is grew.
Yes, grow, grew.
So what's the past of throw?
I don't know. I know the past of grow, but I don't know the past of throw.
Man, they're similar. You know, the past of grow is grew. The past of throw is threw.
Oh yes, because they're similar. Grow, grew, throw, threw.
Sure. And what's the past of know?
No, I don't know. Teacher! Oh, no. No is similar to grow, no is similar to throw. So, grow, grew, throw, threw, and no, knew. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. You're right. And what's the past of blow?
I don't know. No, wait. I know, the past of blow is blue because it's similar to grow, it's similar to throw. Oh, so I just have to make a new list. I have to separate the verbs into categories. I have to put the similar verbs together. It's easier than memorizing these verbs here in this list.
Exactly. But you don't have to do that. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to download the PDF file with a list already separated into similar verbs. So you just have to subscribe to the channel and download this list. The problem about your list of verbs is that it's organized in alphabetical order and not into similar verbs. If you separate your list into similar verbs, you can memorize them more easily.
So I don't need to do that. If I subscribe to your channel, I can download this list already separated.
Yes, you can. So do that. Subscribe to the channel and download the PDF file for this class with a list of verbs already separated into similarities.
Tell me more.
The past of feel is felt. Look, the past of feel is felt. Okay?
Okay, feel, felt.
So, what's the past of kneel?
Kneel, but I don't even know what that means.
Okay, but you don't need to know what that means. The past of feel is felt. What's the past of kneel? They're similar.
Oh, the past of kneel is knelt.
Exactly, so you know. We could go on like this forever, like the past of let is let. What's the past of set?
Oh, the past of let is let. The past of set is set. And the past of wet is wet.
You are absolutely right, my friend.
I know all the verbs in the past now.
Yes and no. You don't actually know all the verbs, you can recognize them for a test, for example. In order to truly know these verbs and be able to use them when you need to, you need to start using them in real life. You need to start speaking English and using the verbs. Then and only then you will know the verbs for sure. But now, for your test, you can recognize the verbs in the past, even if you don't know the meaning of these verbs. So for a test, it's okay.
Oh, Roger, ask me more. Ask me more questions about this.
But man, we're gonna go on like this forever.
Oh, just two more, come on.
Alright, the past of... What's the past of tell?
I know this one. The past of tell is told.
You know, the past of tell is told. So, what's the past of sell?
Alright, the past of sell is sold.
What's the past of take?
The past of take is took.
So what's the past of shake?
Oh, the past of shake is... Okay, take, took. Shake, shook. Shook. I like this verb.
As I've told you, with this technique you can recognize around 82% of all the verbs in the past. However, it's just 82%. There are many exceptions. For example, as I was talking to my student, the past of shake is shook. The past of take is took. But the past of make is made. So it's completely different. So it doesn't work 100% of the time. This technique is just good for you to know and recognize verbs when you're taking a test, for example. Okay, another exception. So the past of ring is rang, the past of sing is sang, the past of spring is sprang, but the past of bring is brought. So it's completely different. The past of sting is stung. It's completely different, so you need to be careful. There are some exceptions, but as I've told you, please subscribe to the channel and download the list that I've prepared for you. So this list will be separated into similar verbs put together so that it will be easier for you to memorize these verbs for a test. So as I already told you, this technique is only good for you to recognize the verbs in the past, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will know how to use them when you have to use them in a conversation, for example. So I have the solution for you. The only possible way for you to really know how to use the verbs in the past when you really have a conversation is by using these verbs in the past and interacting with other people in English. I know you're going to say that nobody speaks English around you, that it's really complicated for you to find people to communicate with in English, but I've got the solution for you. If you subscribe to the channel, you get access to our group on Telegram so that you can practice your English with voice messages and text messages. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, like our page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please share this video with everybody and I'll see you next class.